And we are live here at Kiwanis Ice Arena in Saugerties for the NYSAHA semifinals. Jack Ziskin alongside Travis Quigley. It's Jason Krauthammer versus Patrick Ryan as the number 4 seed Kings Park Commack Knights try to keep their hopes at a state title alive against number 1 seed, the SCHSHL champs, the Smithtown Hauppauge Bulls. Travis, it's going to be an exciting matchup. We saw these two teams play together during the regular season. That was their second meeting. It was a 3-1 victory for the Bulls after Smithtown Hauppauge was defeated in the first meeting between these two teams 3-2. And should be a fun one here today.
Yeah, final day of the weekend, day 3 of 3, just 3 games left on the docket for us here. Kings Park Commack and the Smithtown Hauppauge Bulls gonna start us off here with the early slate. Then we got St. Anthony's and East Islip coming up after this one, and it's an all Long Island semifinal, gonna be an all Long Island final, and should be an exciting day where we look to crown a state champion.
And coming into this matchup, because we're going to take a quick look at the tournament's leading scorers before this one begins. As it stands, Jackson Cantalupo, 6 goals in the tournament. That's good for second, tied of Anthony Marizito, and he's tied for first too in points with 11 with Thomas Ivers of EI, and for the Kings Park Commack Knights, their leading scorer entering today's event, Tyler Ranelli, 4 goals, 3 assists, 7 points on the weekend. So there's a lot of offense in this game, and should be a lot to watch. And then we have Bobby Trites and Michael Arnone. They're right behind Cantalupo in points, 9 and 8 respectively. And then Landrigan and Campo, DeRico, they all have 6 points as well. And when you take a look at the Knights roster, like we said, Tyler Ranelli was right up there. Actually, misspoke on that. Jesse Lemza leads the charge currently, 4 goals, 4 assists, 8 points on the weekend. And we're now going to take a quick break. I believe there's going to be playing of our very own national anthem here at Kiwanis Ice Arena in Saugerties. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Which one do we use? This one, right?
What are Reese's? We can't have 2 of these on. And we are back here at Kiwanis Ice Arena. Puck drop between number 4 seed Kings Park Commack Knights and the number one seed Smithtown Hauppauge Bulls. You can see on our screen a close-up of Bulls head coach Mark Dubois. Bit of an ongoing theme this weekend. I couldn't tell you why, but it's a lot of fun. And a bit of a reversal for these two teams, because when we went into the Suffolk playoffs, Bulls were the lowest seed. They weren't even a 4 seed, they were the 5 seed. And the Knights were actually ranked 3rd. Face off at center, Michael Arnone versus Jesse Lemza. Knights win it back and we're underway. Puck ends up with David Wetzel give and go of R.J. Pfister before moving up the wall, and the captain Bobby Trites deflects it in. Jackson Cantalupo on the forecheck. Tried to throw a pass to the point. That one goes all the way down. Ryan comes out of his crease and fires a nice saucer pass that ends up in the skates of Bobby Trites. Resets to David Wetzel. Fired across for R.J. Pfister, who curls away from Tyler Granelli, cuts towards center. Makes the captain Hudzinski miss before making a lead pass that Cantalupo deflected into the zone. Picks it up beneath the goal line. Curling in the corner. Trying to muscle his way through a hit. He does. Bobby Trites to Wetzel. Shot. Rebound is free. Kicked out by Krauthammer. Hudzinski off the wall. Now, R.J. Pfister stopping Tyler Granelli. Heading the other way, it's Michael Arnone. Moving it over to Pfister. Pass across is deflected. And it's sent into the corner. Arnone on the forecheck against Ryan first. Both players battling for it. Knights come away with it, looking for a clear. Bulls deny them the opportunity. Barham's shot redirected. Pops over the net. Still battling beneath the goal line. Barham with possession. Along the half wall. Backhand pass to Brendan Landrigan. Looking towards the front. Carries it right to left and shot off the end boards. Another shot towards the net. Krauthammer gets the cover. And Travis, we got our first stoppage. 1 minute and 42 seconds have elapsed, and we've seen a lot of offense from Smithtown Hauppauge.
Yeah, quick start to this one for these two sides.
And right now it's Gavin Barham with possession, battling with Sean Richardson. Ronnie Kemley supporting. Puck comes up, it's poked out of the zone. Adam Lackowitz racing after it. Ryan Walsh on the forecheck. Lackowitz tried to send that one around the wall, ends up reversing to DeRico. Over to Gavin Barham. Now Brendan Landrigan enters. Fired it into the zone. CJ Guglielmo poking it back to Landrigan. Victor DeRico towards the slot, but puck comes out of the zone. Good clear for KPC. Lackowitz waiting. Hands it off to DeRico. And the Bulls re-enter. Get a line change too up front. JP D'Alessandro on the attack. Puck comes down. CJ Guglielmo battling with Walsh. Sent towards the house. Comes all the way across the slot off the wall. Timmy Salito pushing the pace. Heading up ice. Backhands it towards the slot. John Coyle collects. Sends it up the wall to Jack Salva, making his return to the lineup. And Ray Sherwood also making his return to the lineup here today. Dumps it in. Puck comes out of the zone. Racing after it, Salva and Sherwood. Shoulder to shoulder hit. Bulls knock it free. Sent up the wall, but goes behind Campo, and Knights fire it back in, looking to create some sustained offense. Andre McGrame going D-to-D. Ray Sherwood trying to spin away Justinic, forcing the turnover. Jack Salva had it, backhanded away. JP D'Alessandro to Andre McGrame. Comes up the wall. Timmy Salito tries to chip that one by, ends up hitting the linesman. And McGrame to Sherwood, regrouping now. Pitched out of the zone. Salito couldn't get a stick on it, but Bulls now on the forecheck. Bobby Trites back out as Salito fires it in. Cantalupo and Arnone back out. David Wetzel regaining possession. Bulls R.J. Pfister entering. Carrying it in. Throws on the brakes. Tried to sachet that one on. It's picked off. A race in neutral. David Wetzel shielding against Jesse Lemza. escape turn away from pressure for pass to Pfister, who's looked for Trites, was deflected. Granelli goes down on a hit there. Knights forced to regroup in their own zone. Tyler Granelli chips it in. RJ Pfister will collect. Tried to put it off the back of net. Hudzinski bringing a physical presence beneath the goal line, but now Bobby Trites trying to stretch the ice for Cantalupo. That one waved off as it went off the boards, and Hudzinski looking for a clear. It comes out. It's kicked off the skate of Lemza. Pfister in a race, shielding, trying to create space behind the net. Unable to do so, ends up settling for trying to pin that one in the corner. Comes to the captain, Hudzinski, towards the front. Pass is deflected. Pitched out in the slot. Lead pass. Jackson Cantalupo heading the other way up the left wing wall. Pulls up. Tried to slide across. It's paddled into the corner by Krauthammer. Sent towards the front again, and Knights looking for a clear. Ladled out of the zone. Comes all the way down, but it's collected by Gavin Barham just around the hash marks in his own zone. Now carrying it right to left to dump it in. Bowles on the forecheck. Sent towards the slot. Directed. Shot from DeRico is blocked. A key stop there. And CJ Guglielmo holding it in momentarily. And now a chance for the Knights. One-on-one. And Ryan Walsh can't get past Lakowitz. Landrigan on the back check collects. Moving across ice. Looks like we have a delayed penalty. Patrick Ryan to the bench. An extra attacker out for the Bulls. Gavin Barham with possession. Tried to move that one to the slot. It's deflected. We get our first penalty. 11:08 remaining in the first frame. And it looks like Ryan Walsh to the box.
Yeah, still waiting to see what the call is here, Jack, but slashing.
And right now it's a offensive zone draw. Landrigan will take this one and wins it to Wetzel. Moves it across for Bobby Trites and back across to RJ Pfister. Trying to move that one to the bumper. No such luck. Knights get a clear. Race for possession. John Coyle. Correction, Jack Salva 16, not 66. And now another penalty, this one going against RJ Pfister. Jack Salva has some words for him. His helmet was knocked partially off. Gets it back on now, and an abbreviated power play for the Bulls. So 4-on-4. Coyle wins it back. Shot is blocked by Barham. Puck comes up and not out of the zone. Landrigan reversing it. It's going to be held in by Jack Salva. David Wetzel shielding. Carries beneath the goal line and moves it across for Sherwood. Stretching the ice. Wanted Barham, but that's going to be icing. Pass went off the wall and past the Bulls forward. And not sure we mentioned this, Travis, but seemed pretty evident from our point of view. RJ Pfister, an elbowing penalty. His full name is Richard, goes by RJ. Landrigan in the dot versus Coyle. Wins it to Ray Sherwood, chipping it ahead. Gavin Barham racing after it. And Sattler with the poke check. Moves it to Sean Richardson. A nice defensive stop there. And now a lead pass. Puck comes towards the front of the net. It's steered away by David Wetzel. Escaping pressure. A nice saucer pass across. Barham chips it in, and on the forecheck now, it's the Bulls. Looks like that actually ended up being Ray Sherwood who's getting back in play now. After Coyle tried to chip it into the Knights zone, or correction, into the Bulls zone for the Knights. Pass intended for Arnone goes awry and collected by Jackson Cantalupo, cutting left to right and then back towards that wing. dancing through center, walks in, tried to drag it through, but ends up in the skates of McGrain. Knights get a clear. It looks like we have another penalty here. And we're still at 4-on-4. 12 seconds remaining on the penalty to Ryan Walsh, but Travis, it looks like the Knights sending another player to the box. This time it's Tyler Grinelli. So we're going to have 12 seconds at 4-on-3. Then play will return to 4-on-4 for 25 seconds. And after the 37 seconds on the penalty to RJ Pfister have elapsed, we'll have a 1 minute and 23 second 5-on-4 advantage for the Bulls. Sherwood shot, turned aside by Krauthammer. Really activating from the point today, getting involved in the play offensively.
Yeah, early on here, both teams still working out the kinks, the feeling out process early on Sunday morning.
And the Knights get a clear. Ryan comes out to play it. It's now back to 4-on-4, so no icing permitted for either squad. And Guglielmo's pass off the skates of Ray Sherwood gets it back. Moved it along for Jackson Cantalupo, pulled and fired. Ends up in the corner. Arnone looking to swoop that one away from trouble. Tried to go behind the net to Cantalupo, ends up covered by Krauthammer. 3 seconds remaining at 4-on-4, and then Bulls head to the power play. Tyler Grinelli in the box for slashing. Draw is one. Arnone on the forecheck against Cohen. Cantalupo collects, shot to an off angle, and Krauthammer turned that one aside. Cantalupo to the point. Guglielmo fires it, redirected. Comes out to the point. Ray Sherwood on it. Moving it along, dragging it in, looking for a shot. Can't find it. And pass to Arnone. Couldn't connect and sent towards the front again. Another look for the Bulls. And close almost counts in only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades, but now the Knights get a clear. 50 seconds remaining on this Bulls power play. Ronnie Kemley battling with CJ Guglielmo. Jackson Cantalupo recollects on the back check. Good puck retrieval, and then the pass to Ray Sherwood, who enters, gets to work on the forecheck against Cohen. But the Knights have possession. They're heading the other way. It's a short-handed opportunity. Sherwood getting back, pass across. It's kicked out off the skate of Cohen. And Sherwood trying to throw that one up the boards. Coyle racing to hold it in. Fires a shot that's deflected off the stick of Sherwood. Knights looking to regain possession and knocked off the puck there along the half wall. Bulls going D to D. 10 seconds remaining on the penalty to Grinelli. Bulls looking for one last breakout. Bobby Trites enters. Tried to make a pass towards center. Coyle picked it off. Barham gets it back, sent towards the front, but doesn't make it on net. That's it. It's all back to 5-on-5. Knights with possession. Carrying it in, it's Coyle. Poked away by Gavin Barham. Slips by Jack Salva, enters. Carries towards the half wall, drops it off for Trites. Bulls captain spins it back into the corner and sent back around the wall for the Knights. Ends up back in Bulls territory. RJ Pfister sending the pass to that left wing wall, and Timmy Salito couldn't enter a turnover, but RJ Pfister gets it back. Coming in, but poked away. Comes out to the point. Landrigan's shot. Not sure that made it on net, but looks like that one will. We get a whistle, and it's covered by Krauthammer. Travis, I'm not sure if you've noticed this, but 10 shots for the Bulls, and a goose egg for the Knights.
I did, Jack, and just like I said, these two teams, semifinal game early in the morning, still trying to work through the kinks and the feeling out process. Obviously, the Bulls have had a quicker jump thus far, but I don't expect the Knights to just sit back and not take any shots.
That would certainly be a first for this tournament, and right now, Grinelli moving it into the corner. Hudzinski on the forecheck. Hip check, little 2-on-1. Lemsa tried to stuff it. That's the first shot on net for the Knights. And now RJ Pfister poking it away from the front. David Wetzel in the corner trying to spin away from pressure, reversing it to the weak side. Timmy Salito supporting. Pitched that one up and out of the zone. Went off the partition. McRain on the back check. Reedy pressuring. Puck comes out of the zone. Salido poking at it in the neutral zone, but can't force it free. Second attempt, Shane Reedy supporting in his return to the lineup here today. Shot redirected, and Reedy in the corner against McRain. Knights defenseman throws it up the wall, and in the corner, Tyler Granelli. RJ Pfister, who previously blown a tire, got back to his feet, recovered the puck. Cross ice feed, walking in shot from D'Alessandro is blocked out. Ends up along the wall and comes back down low. D'Alessandro on it. Arnone supporting. Knights get a clear, but they don't have possession, so as they go for a change, CJ Guillermo fires it back in on net, and it'll be collected by Connor Cohen. Looking towards Ryan Walsh and then towards Brian Prang. Adam Lakowitz saw it, got in the way of the pass, but the puck ends up in the corner. Walsh versus Guillermo. Bulls senior defenseman moving it up towards Lakowitz. Prang throwing a hit. Trites gets it up ice, but Walsh with the takeaway. Arnone lost his stick on the play. Knights re-entered, but Lakowitz looking to hold that one. Move it across to Guillermo, D-to-D behind the net, and slides it for Arnone back towards Cantalupo. That one got caught in his skates. Cohen collects up the wall. Arnone breaks it up. Knights looking for a clear. It's held in by Guillermo initially, blocked, and then flipped out. It's a potential one-on-one. Walsh on the outside, shot. Not sure that made it on net. Brian might have poked it away from the slot, and now Prang really getting physical here, but Bulls now looking for a clear. Jackson Cantalupo cutting in, trying to drag past defender, but Knights heading the other way, and with possession, it's Salva, shot from an off angle off the shoulder. Comes out towards the front. Puck stays in the zone. Andre McRae reversing it to Ray Sherwood. Threw it up the wall. Knights have it. Looking for a shot. And Ryan first forced into the corner. Bulls battling. Victor DeRico comes away with it. Leading Landrigan to Barham. Tries to slip by the defense and ends up going down to the ice. Lost an edge there, and McRae throwing it back up the wall and whacked in by Landrigan. Krauthammer settles it. First, under pressure. Bulls force a turnover. The Knights get it right back. Rolling puck beneath the goal line. The alternate captain, Sean Richardson, getting the clear that time. But the Bulls force a turnover. It's Victor DeRico. Give and go. Landrigan in the slot. Puck popped up. DeRico in front. Can't connect. Jack Salva carrying it beneath the goal line. Maybe Krauthammer has a better idea for the Knights breakout. Ray Sherwood now has it. Bulls chip back in, and puck gets caught in the skates of the linesman. Bulls check up. They'll look to re-enter, but two forwards on the change. Landrigan staying out as the lone forechecker. And now a pass to the weak side. Lemza, partial breakaway shot kicked out by Ryan. A big stop for the Bulls netminder. And Landrigan pitching that one out of the zone. Went past the outstretched glove of Richardson. Salido will press. Bulls will get a change. And now pass comes up the wall out into the neutral zone. RJ Pfister dangling past one defender. One hands it into the zone. Sean Richardson recollects. Knights looking for a clear. David Wetzel holding it at the line, and a glove save by Krauthammer. Travis, a lot of fast-paced transition hockey. Not a lot of whistles.
No, not too many whistles here in this first period. Just 1:41 to go. And obviously still a 0-0 game, but Bulls controlling a majority of the possession here.
And right now the face-off is one back. David Wetzel looking towards the front. That shot careens off the end boards. Cantalupo trying to dangle. Play is broken up. Bulls check it, chip it back in. Player remains in the zone. Cantalupo shot kicked out by Krauthammer. Arnone on the forecheck. trying to force that one free. Comes out to the point. RJ Pfister steps in, shot. Pinballs around the wall. Knights get a clear. They have numbers if they hurry. Bulls on the back check. The shot punched out by Ryan. And it's sent out of play. Bulls send that one into the rafters. We'll get a whistle and a stoppage. 1:06 remaining in the first period. Ronnie Kemley versus Michael Arnone in the dot. Knights win the draw. Brian Prang threw it into the corner. RJ Pfister comes away with it on the opposite side, and Cantalupo up the left wing wall, and Knights looking for a regroup after breaking that one up. We get right to left, RJ Pfister, but a turnover forced by the Knights. Ryan Walsh on the forecheck. David Wetzel carrying it beneath the goal line, pulls up, bring it up the right wing side for the Bulls. Pass comes to Bobby Trites. Entering, fires it towards the front. 30 seconds remain. Knights recovering. Moving it to the Knights' right wing was Ryan. First play was broken up. Bulls now enter. Jackson Cantalupo towards the slot. Pass is intercepted. Thrown out of the zone. Bulls get a change there. No icing. Victor DeRico under pressure from Walsh. Dropped it off in the corner for David Wetzel. 5 seconds now remaining. Bulls defenseman carrying it up ice. Pulls up, fires, and it's blockered out by Krauthammer. That'll do it for the first frame. 17 minutes have elapsed. The Bulls have 16 shots. The Knights have 4, but this game is scoreless. And Travis, feels like the Bulls are creating a lot of pressure, but maybe the Knights have done a decent job keeping them on the outside.
Yeah, I can agree with that. I think, when you look at Smithtown Hauppauge's shots, 16 of them, but most of them came from either outside or not really from high danger areas. So job's been pretty easy on Jason Krauthammer thus far, and I think it's just for KPC when they have possession of that puck. Just got to try to control it a little bit more. Try to set things up in the offensive zone, get the cycle going, but definitely got to find a way to get some more pucks on Patrick Ryan.
And we'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back in 1 minute for the start of second period action. And we are back for the start of second period action. Long change for both squads this period. Jason Krauthammer makes his way out to the Knights net, and Victor DeRico's line out against John Coyle, Jack Salva, and Franco Justinic. Landry and Barham on the wing for the Bulls, and we're underway. Face-off is one back to Christian McGrain, who sends it up the wall, comes to Adam Lakowitz. Cross-ice feed. Bulls looking to enter. Shot from Landrigan. Ends up ringing around the wall, held in at the point by C.J. Guglielmo. Landrigan beneath the goal line, looking towards that left wing side, but right now, Knights pressing the other way. Pass is batted down, but re-entering the zone, delayed offsides. Jack Salva had to check up. Franco Justinic back on the forecheck. Will be that one right to left. Puck enters the zone now. Victor DeRico chipping it in. Maximus Hudzinski in the corner, trying to force a turnover. John Coyle threw it up The wall ended up on the opposite side. Lackowitz cutting towards center. Bulls are off sides. They have to pull up there. And they'll get two fresh forwards out. Landrigan out for the forecheck as the Knights look to press the other way. Justinik's shot. Blocker to side. Salva in that left wing corner carrying it beneath the goal line. Bulls Arnone forcing a turnover. Landrigan now looking the other way. Dangling past one defender. Shot! And that one goes just wide. Cantalupo collecting. Shot blocked by Coyle. Puck comes up. Not out of the zone. Pfister towards the slot. Shot right in the bread basket for Krauthammer. We get a whistle. Jesse Lemza versus Michael Arnone. Knights win the draw forward. Stefan Hudzinski in a race with David Wetzel. Kept to the outside. Tried to move that one left to right. No one there for the Knights. And now carrying Jackson Cantalupo. Lost possession. Bulls rescue it. Pass out in the neutral zone. Ricochets off. RJ Pfister comes up out of the zone. It was gloved down by Hudzinski. But now Bobby Treitz entering. Takes a slap shot. Second one is kicked out. Ends up back with Treitz towards the opposite side for Cantalupo. And now Brunelli, right wing wall, heading the other way. Passes intercepted. Drop towards center. Ends up with Treitz. Wanted a handoff there, but Jesse Lem's on the back check, moving it to Sean Richardson. Passes deflected. Tyler Brunelli recollects. It's poked away by Wetzel. The captain collects it beneath goal line, trying to move it to that left-hand side. Knights break that one up on the forecheck, but Michael Arnone towards center. David Wetzel moving out of the zone, just past the reach of RJ Pfister, and now D to D. Nick Santler to Sean Richardson up the wall. It's chipped in by Brian Prang. Ryan Walsh will pressure. Trying to win that race. Two Bulls defenders in the corner. Puck comes out towards the slot. Knights looking for a shot. It comes to the point. Connor Cohen. It doesn't make it on net beneath the goal line. Ronnie Kemley carrying it towards the half wall to the point. Ryan first gives it right back. Ronnie Kemley misfires. Tries to pitch that one into the corner. David Wetzel sent it off the glass. It blocked. It popped out. It's a goal for the Knights.
And took a bounce off the boards there, Jack, like you mentioned. And we're going to take a look at the replay here of this one. As you can see, got dumped in the boards. Dumped down the boards, I should say. Took a little kick right off the glass there, and then on the backhand, no mistake, Walsh top shelf, 1-0 KPC.
And right now, Gavin Barham looking to answer back, spinning towards center, poked away, held in at the line by Lackowitz. Carries, pulls up, fires, scores! Adam Lackowitz ties the game! And the voice crack heard around the world. On my part, my apologies for that. Maybe these... Oh. And Travis, that's just beautiful shot.
Really good screen in front. Right there by Victor DeRico.
And it's a 1-1 game. It took 20 shots for the Bulls to find the back of the net. Adam Lackowitz is first of the tournament, and it comes at a crucial time. Jack Salva firing it back in. On the forecheck, Greg Galgano. And the Bulls get the clear off the wall. Coming in on the left wing side, shot from Landrigan is kicked out. Battle with DeRico and Galgano. Knights forward gets to the point. Shot from Guglielmo. Might have glanced off the glove of Krauthammer here regardless. Ringed around the wall. Comes back towards the left wing side for Landrigan. McCrane gets his feet in front of it. Trying to push that one out. It's swept all the way down the ice. And Bulls looking for a clear. Held in at the line. No. Delayed offsides was the call by the linesman. And we'll get a face-off just outside the Bull zone. Travis, how do you feel about this next shift after the goal? I know you always talk about how important that is.
Yeah, super important. I mean, got to love the shift from the Bulls after giving up a goal. They come right back down and are able to tie it back up. Now it's important for the Knights here to respond in a positive way.
Christian McGrain up the wall. Tyler Granelli chipping it in. Jesse Lemza shot for an off angle. It's stopped by Ryan, went off the stick and rode up into his chest, gets the cover. So the face-off comes to the right wing dot. Jesse Lemza versus Shane Reedy. Knights win it forward, sent off the back of the net. Bulls now recollecting. Saucer pass through the neutral zone. Maximus Hudzinski got in the way of it. Tyler Granelli deflects it the rest of the way down. Wetzel trying to box him out. Knights have it, looking towards the slot, and Ryan gets the cover. Jesse Lemza, the junior, centering seniors Tyler Granelli and Stefan Hudzinski. Face off. One back by Shane Reedy. David Wetzel moving it to the left wing for the Bulls as they push up ice. Pitching it towards center off the stick of McGrain. On the forecheck, it's D'Alessandro. Knights defender. Moving it to the opposite side. Stefan Hudzinski to Maximus. Nice stretch pass. Delayed penalty. Krauthammer heading to the bench. Jesse Lemza moves it over. Fires. Shot turned aside by Ryan, and there's a penalty going against the Bulls. A power play for the Knights. It looks like JP D'Alessandro to the box, and we're going to wait and see what this call is. It's interference. Just the fourth penalty of the game, first of the period, and it'll be the Knights' second power play. On the cycle to get things started, Ryan Walsh working it along the wall. Bulls try to sweep it out of the zone. Knights take it away. On the half wall, moving it left to right. Skip the stick of Lemza. Over to the point, Cohen. Under pressure, dumps it in. Wetzel tries to pitchfork that one out, and Knights regain possession. Bulls force a turnover, heading up ice. Barham over to Landrigan, back towards Barham, and it's behind him. But a nice look nonetheless for the Bulls. Knights now looking to force a turnover. Landrigan puts it into the corner, or tried to. Cohen intercepted, backhanded it to Lemza, who gave it right back to Cohen. Across the red line, dumps it in. On the forecheck, Ranelli trying to force a takeaway. And Kemley to the point. Cohen over. Slap shot from Lemza misfired. Bulls trying to send that one up and out. They can't. A takeaway. Pass towards Kemley, who batted it out of midair after it was deflected. Cohen shot, and it's gloved by Ryan. And a minute and 13 seconds have elapsed on this power play. Travis Knight starting to find their groove on the cycle. And shots have been even since I pointed out the Bulls had 10 and the Knights had 0.
And they've done a pretty good job here of setting things up, trying to get pucks on net. The Bulls have a pretty aggressive penalty kill, so it definitely makes it difficult.
And a pass to the point, and the shot from the Knights. Good puck movement there. Bulls get the clear. 35 seconds remaining on this power play. Maximus Hudzinski carrying left to right behind his cage, pushing the pace. Slides it towards center. Jack Salva battling with Michael Arnone. Pesky Bulls center gets it to Victor DeRico. Carries it right to left, chips it in, but it goes off the stick of Ryan first and into the Bulls bench. So the face-off will come to the circle just outside the Knights zone. It's the left wing for the Bulls, and face-off is one back to the Knights, but rolled on Krauthammer, who now pulls up behind Krauthammer, and Hudzinski pulled up behind his cage, made the lead pass to first. Coyle will enter. The penalty will expire. Jackson Cantalupo heading out onto the ice. Pass towards the point. A shot from Salva that popped up, was deflected, and Bulls pitchforked that one out. It's rolling, but won't make it to the line. Cantalupo wins the race. Shot on net, kicked out by Krauthammer. Maximus Hudzinski carrying it up, spinning away from pressure. Looking for a feed off the skate, up towards Coyle. Play is broken up initially, but Knights managed to chip it in. Lakowitz's pass deflected off of Prang, so no icing. Comes all the way down. Bulls on the forecheck. Cantalupo versus first. Knights defender tying up the Bulls forward, and comes up towards Salva off the wall to Brian Prang, who's really looked good here this weekend. Had a really strong tournament for the Knights, and right now Bulls looking to regroup. Lakowitz, cross-ice feed. Trites enters, the captain. Walking in shot. Pulled it in, but couldn't find the net. Cantalupo trying to get to work on the cycle. It's broken up. Cross-ice feed to Hudzinski, who takes a hit from McGrame. Ray Sherwood reversing that one to the weak side. Bulls can't get it clear initially. Second attempt, Cantalupo and Salito entering. Pass across Cantalupo from Trites, who entered the zone. My apologies. Didn't get through. On the cycle, pass intended for Salito. Broken up, and Bulls looking to hold it in, but now heading the other way. It's a 1-on-2 shot from Granelli as he lost his footing off the stick of Ryan. A great play for the Knights forward.
Really nice play, and that was a big stop there. Just getting the stick on it, Patrick Ryan.
And now Ray Sherwood activating in transition, shot off the shoulder. Landrigan towards the front through his legs. Not enough on it, but still battling. It's Ray Sherwood. Thrown around the wall. Victor DeRico at the line. Shot is deflected. Pops up and into the right wing corner. Jesse Lemza backhanding it to Tyler Granelli. A nice defensive play from the Knights center. It's shot on net. Bulls checking up. Sean Richardson with possession. Carrying. Tries to slip it by two Bulls, and Jesse Lemza wins the race, but can't get through the defense. And Sherwood now carrying in transition. Bulls on the attack. 3-on-2. Pass across. Landrigan looking. Firing. Shot kicked out. Rebound. Skips the stick of Sherwood. Bulls have to get back. Praying against DeRico. It comes up but not out. Nearly grazing the banners. And now the Knights. 2-on-1. Shot from Walsh. He scores!
Great passing there from the Kings Park Commack Knights. And they jump out now to a 2-1 lead as we take a look at the replay here. Like you said, Jack, high clearing attempt by Prang. Was able to re-corral it. Nice little backhand pass. And Walsh. 2 goals Walsh, 1 goal Bulls.
And the sophomore forward, he's a real key part of this Knights' future, but if the Knights want to survive this game, he's got to be there present too. David Wetzel to Bobby Trites. Bulls looking to re-enter. Captain pulls through. Forehand back, and he scores! Bobby Trites! 2 goals for Ryan Walsh, and each time the next shift, the Bulls find the back of the net.
Take a look here, Jack. See if this gives us a good angle. Slipping through, nice little move. Good mitts shown, and a little forehand, backhand. Puts it home for Trites. And another quick response from Smithtown. Good job by them. They give up a goal, but not getting down.
And right now on the forecheck, Arnone versus Connor Cohen. Curling in the corner, looking to move it D to D. Ends up moving it to Tyler Granelli, who flips it out of the zone. Jesse Lemza carrying up ice, separated from the puck. David Wetzel, and Bulls regrouping. Bit of a spinorama from Wetzel, who goes D to D. RJ Pfister outletting it to Bobby Trites, who cuts towards center, ends up moving it along. Cantaloupe on the left wing side, fires, shot, rebound, a nice deflection for Arnone. Krauthammer gets the cover. And the story of this game so far, it has to be Jason Krauthammer. 24 saves on 26 shots for the Knights. And Ryan Walsh, too.
Really solid weekend, Krauthammer.
Now Landry spinning, can't get the shot off, comes out to the point. Lakowitz has been aggressive here. Trying to pitch it up towards him, goes off and him and out of the zone after that great keep. And good support from C.J. Guglielmo, but offsides for the Bulls as it hit Landry as he tried to check up. So the faceoff comes just outside the Bulls zone. Left wing for the Knights. Lemza versus Dorico. Faceoff being won by the Knights initially, but Dorico forcing a turnover. Throwing on the Jets, cutting in, backhand pass, but pass Barham. There's a delayed penalty shot towards the front. It's loose. Rebound. Krauthammer with the poke check to maybe prevent a goal there. And looks like the Bulls are heading on the power play, Travis.
Up on the power play here. I believe tripping's going to be the call. Wait till we get the signal from the official. But based on the way I saw it, Stefan Hudzinski, 2 for tripping. And a chance for the Smithtown Hauppauge Bulls to take their first lead of the game.
So Ronald Kemley in the dot, matched up against, looks like Landrigan. Wins it over to Bobby Trites, and cross-ice pass picked off by Walsh. Gets it chipped in. David Wetzel reversing it to R.J. Pfister. A good start to this Knights PK as a pass goes off the wall. Ends up back with Maximus Hudzinski, who got the clear. Now Knights on the defense of R.J. Pfister. Pulls up, fires. Looks like that one might have been blocked before it reached the net. Gavin Barham now. Moving it left to right, R.J. Pfister. Saucer pass. Up to the point. Shot from Wetzel. Redirected. It's loose in front of Krauthammer. There's a bit of a pile up there, and it comes out to the point. David Wetzel off the wall. Bobby Trites to the point. Give and go at Wetzel. Trites. Over to Landrigan. Steps in. Back door. They score! Gavin Barham finds the back of the net. It's 3-2 Smithtown Hauppauge.
And really good puck movement there as we take a look at this one. This is Barham spinning off the defender, getting free on the back post. And that's just good hard work there. Just spins off Sattler. And just sitting there wide open. Taps it home. 3-2 lead for the Bulls.
And it's often been in the past, more and more towards the end of the regular season and the SHL postseason, that Barham was setting up Landrigan, but that time the other way around. Shot that's blocked by Sattler, Arnone, and then Trites fires one that goes around the wall. Bulls, R.J. Pfister soccering it in after his stick was tied up. And then a shot from him sailing over the net. Jack Salva looking for a clear. It goes off. Cantalupo leaves the zone. Greg Galgano gets a stick on it and just sends it the rest of the way. Now a good defensive takeaway, but Bulls get it right back. Jackson Cantalupo cutting in. Forehand, backhand. It's in the net. Off Arnone and in. The Bulls take a 4-2 lead.
We'll take a look at this one from our above the net cam. Cutting to the net on the backhand, and it looks like that one went off of the left skates of Michael Arnone.
Looks like he was throwing on the brakes for that backdoor pass, ended up deflecting off him, so it's another goal for Michael Arnone and the Bulls. They now lead 4-2. Adam Lakowitz carrying it up ice. Dumping it in, it's Barham. Lakowitz on the forecheck. It's steered away from danger by Connor Cohen. Tyler Granelli battling with Victor DeRico. Ryan first supporting, and Knights get it clear, but Stefan Hudzinski had his stick lifted. Bulls now heading the other way. Turnover forced. Lemza up the wall, and Hudzinski, that left wing side, dumping it in there. Lakowitz moving it D to D. CJ Guglielmo off the wall. Victor DeRico pushing up ice, carrying it in. Pass towards center. Barham stick lifted. Knights have numbers if they hurry. Landrigan on the back check, poke check in transition. Another strong play from CJ Guglielmo, denying the Knights an odd man opportunity. Puck goes off first stick, off the scorer's booth glass, and now towards the front. A one-timer for Landrigan in the slot won't go. Gavin Barham that time, and another deflection. Barham to Landrigan across. Pass is deflected, pitched out in front. Krauthammer poked it away. Connor Cohen, the senior defenseman for KPC, just throwing it up the boards, and it's going to be icing. 2:19 remaining in the second stanza. The Bulls take their first lead. Travis, they lead now by 4-2.
Yeah, and it's been a good turnaround for the Bulls. Like I said a little bit earlier on, very nice response after giving up a couple of goals. It's not easy to score pretty much right after.
Redirect, they score again. Max Campo. 4 unanswered for Smithtown Hauppauge.
And they're just pouring it on right now, Jack. The offense is humming.
Sorry for cutting you off, by the way.
No, calling the goals more important. And you see here, shot comes in, rebound, and Campo just slips through uncontested. Puts it past Krauthammer on the rebound. Nothing Krauthammer can really do there. You know, he makes the first stop, rebound kicks out, and Campo just sitting there on that back post.
He's a terrific goaltender, and to be honest, I'm just glad Mike didn't listen to your calls over at the Empire tournament and decide just to go with you instead of me. I think I dodged a bit of a bullet there, so to speak, so always want to make sure we hear what you have to say, Travis. Ronnie Kemley entering. Ray Sherwood guiding it out of the zone. A nice intercept on the backhand for Maximus Hudzinski, who carries in. Shot ricocheting off a stick. Ends up in the corner. And swept behind the net. Knights looking to settle it. Towards the front again. It's poked. It's Lito carrying up ice. Pass is deflected. A chance for Walsh. But R.J. Pfister guiding it away. Pivoting away from pressure. Escaping the Knights sophomore. Dangling into the zone on the backhand. Around the wall. Comes to Max Campo. Towards the front. Pops out off the back of the net. Brian Prang can't get the clear. Jackson Cantalupo walking in. Wanted the backdoor feed. Just too far ahead. Shane Reedy collects. Moves it to the point. Pfister back to Reedy. Towards the slot. Ends up with Ryan Walshu. Pitches that one out of the zone, and we'll get icing here. 1:03 remaining in the second stanza. And Michael Arnone in the dot versus John Coyle. Knights win the draw. Justinic. Under a minute remaining. Comes to the point. Bulls get it back. Sent towards the front. Pass was deflected. Jack Salva pushing it up ice. That's going to be an icing as well, as Lakowitz and Justinic can't get there in time. And Travis, I don't think I'm going to be as good at this part of the call as you were, but do want to thank Chris at Diamond Inn for all the great work he did for both us, the league officials, the players, providing such great accommodations, and want to thank the entire staff here at the rink as well for all the hard work they did. And Travis, the name seems to be slipping my mind on who runs Kiwanis Ice Arena. I'm very embarrassed by that, but
Rob Kleeman. We can get to all of that in a moment here once we
get out of the period. And a shot from Cantalupo there that was stopped by Krauthammer. And just a quick shout out to everybody back home at the rinks. Our very own Ian Benke, who wasn't here with us this weekend, but did a really good job for us all year long. And right now, Michael Arnone to the point. CJ Guglielmo's shot redirected and loose in front. And a stop by Krauthammer. What a save. Arnone in the dot versus Lemza. Jackson Cantalupo finessing his way through 2 defenders, but not the third. And now the Knights looking to press. 15 seconds remaining in the period. Jesse Lemza walking in shot. Looks like that was waffle boarded across by Patrick Ryan. We get a stoppage here. 6.8 seconds remaining. So the faceoff will come to the left wing dot. Bulls win it forward. Bobby Trites has possession. Arnone and Lemza working their way to the feet after another hard-fought face-off. That's it at the end of the period. It's 33-12, and Travis, I think you're going to be better suited for this, and I think everyone at home would agree. Let's talk about Saugerties, all the great people here, and about their world-famous Garlic Festival.
Yeah, real quick, I'll just give my quick analysis of that first 2 periods. I thought, like I said a couple times, Bulls really nice responding. Knights took them a little while to get their offense going. They've been able to find the back of the net and beat Patrick Ryan a few times. Really nice shots coming off the stick of Ryan Walsh. I think it's more now, they did a good job through the first 10 minutes, I think you said it, of keeping the Bulls outside, limiting those grade A chances. And we saw as the second period kind of progressed, the Bulls were able to get more of those grade A chances, and that's a big reason why they're up 5-2 right now. So really important intermission break here for both sides. Have the ability to head to the locker room, have a conversation, rest the legs a little bit, and potentially come back out for this third period and see who's going to punch their ticket to the finals. But, yeah, Jack, just want to first, we want to thank Chris over at Diamond Mills, really hooking us all up with the accommodations, the house, the rooms at the hotel. Really awesome stuff, making sure that we're comfortable during our stay here in Saugerties. Everything has been fantastic. Want to give a quick shout out and a big thank you to Rob Kleeman here at the Kiwanis Ice Arena in Saugerties. Does a fantastic job putting these tournaments together and really makes it a special and unique event every single year. And finally, just want to thank all the fine people here in Saugerties, New York. This all wouldn't be possible without you guys. You make it all run smoothly. You make us all feel super welcome, and we couldn't be more appreciative of that. So if you haven't been able to come up here in Saugerties, you mentioned it a couple times on the broadcast yesterday, the Hudson Valley Garlic Festival every September, massive event. Got to make the trip up here for it. And like I said, we pay these fine people here in Saugerties. But Jack, that's about it. We'll hit to our break and have about 12-15 minutes before we're back for period 3 of some more state hockey.
Can't wait. And we are back for the start of third period action on Long Island Sports Network. Bulls leading the Knights 5-2. But first, Travis, a couple additional thank yous we wanted to issue as well.
Yeah, just one more thank you. Want to send out before we start this third period. Down at the snack bar, Kristen and Chef Caleb, big thank you to you guys. Helping us out all weekend long as well. Quite possibly the best snack bar at an ice arena I've ever attended in my life, Jack. I don't know if you can agree with that. But
I can absolutely agree, and
it's been phenomenal.
Should we thank Mike Brown for not putting a limit on how much we can spend, or do you think he's not going to appreciate us saying that? All right, so all jokes aside, Travis, the Bulls outshot the Knights 19-7 in the first period. There were no goals for either side, and outshot them again, but it was a little closer, 14-5, and now it's a 5-2 lead for Smithtown Hauppauge.
Really important third period here for both sides. KPC, 3 goals to tie it up. I like to think of it as just 3 shots. That's all it really takes is 3 shots. You never know what might go in. You got to get pucks on net. Got to test Patrick Ryan a little bit more here. Jason Krauthammer's been solid. But the Bulls have done a pretty good job of getting themselves open and finding those passing lanes through the seams, working to get to the back door. Had a couple of tap-ins on the back post. And after 17 minutes, Jack, potentially more, see how this period goes. We'll see who the first team to book their ticket to the state championship is.
And right now, Bulls have possession off the draw. Jackson Cantalupo to Bobby Trites. Icing waved off. Connor Cohen collects in the Knights zone. Tried to reverse that one up. Bulls taking it away along the left wing wall. Knights now looking to press opposite side, but comes out to the point. Shot kicked out. Rebound is free. Arnone battling to get it to the front of the net, and Krauthammer with the cover. Arnone won the draw back. Kudzinski got a stick on it. Now chipping it all the way down. That's going to be icing against the Knights. Arnone versus Lemza. Knights win it forward. Hudzinski to Granelli. Poke check the line. Sherwood forcing Granelli to pull up. Knights recollect off the wall. Sherwood steps up again. Puck comes towards center. A chance for the Knights. But McGrame in the corner, keeping that puck away from the front. Now Arnone supporting. McGrame beneath the goal line. Lemza to the front. Shot is blocked off the skate of Arnone. Sherwood looks like he was called for a minor penalty. And it looks like the call will be interference going against the Bulls defenseman. And a power play for the Knights.
Good chance early on in this third period here for the Kings Park Commack Knights.
And Landry and the dot face-off won back by the Knights. Pass across to Cohen. Sent into the corner to Prang. Lakowitz picking it off. Firing it down the ice. Clear for the Bulls. Krauthammer dropping it off. Knights heading up ice. Cohen enters. Pulls up. Drags and fired. Came around the wall. Landrigan sweeping it down the sheet. And now Knights regrouping. Ryan Walsh scored both goals here for the Knights, carrying it beneath his own goal line to reset, and Maximus Hudzinski head manning it to Coyle. No icing on the play. Pops out in front. A shot from Walsh is denied by Ryan. And these end boards, Travis, like he said, it just takes one shot. We saw it, that first goal caught me off guard when it went off the back wall, and almost happens again on the opposite side.
Yeah, a little lively here today. Both sides just have to be aware of that.
And right now, Jack Salva entering. Cutting towards center, moves it. Walsh pulls up, fires off the bar and into the netting.
He's been on fire today, letting pucks fly. He's had a really solid game. He's looking for his third of the game in that one. He's got both KPC goals here this morning. Almost said tonight, but
face off is one back to Maximus Hudzinski. Tyler Granelli fires. Shot went off David Wetzel. Michael Arnone trying to pitchfork that one out of the zone. Can't the first time, second time, all the way down the sheet. And Ryan Walsh, just a sophomore, and it's pretty scary to think they'll have Jason Krauthammer back next year. They'll have Jesse Lemza back next year. And also Ronnie Kemley, who's now coming down the wall. Shot off the back of the net. And David Wetzel now trying to reverse that one into the corner. Tyler Granelli collects. Battle for possession. Arnone has it. And now shielding. Chips it out. And Knights now regrouping. Entering. Wetzel keeping Lemza to the outside. Bulls come away with it. Lead pass to R.J. Pfister. Enters. Shot is blocked. Racing after it in the corner. Takes a hit. Knights looking for a clear. It's all the way down. Ryan Walsh comes out, plays it with the paddle. Drops it off for Gavin Barham. Jesse Lemza on the forecheck. Moving it right to left was David Wetzel. Shane Reedy coming in. Drops it off. Shot. Glancing off the glass. Pops out towards the front, but Knights steered away from the house. Puck ends up in the corner. Shane Reedy on the cycle. Off-angle shot comes up, but not out of the zone. David Wetzel flipping it back in towards the slot, poking at it. It's loose. Bulls battling for it. Reedy has possession towards the slot again, centering Landrigan and Barham right now. Move to the point. Shot on, rather towards the net, ends up careening off the boards. Another shot stopped by Krauthammer. .12:33 remaining. Bulls, another offensive zone draw, left wing side. Michael Arnone in the face-off circle. Can't win the draw, but on the forecheck, Knights. Quick breakout. Jack Salva centers it. John Coyle lost the handle. Knights were off sides, and Arnone versus Coyle. Face off tied up. Bobby Trites can't win it. McGrame gets it, moving it D to D. Carrying across the red line. Pitched in on net. Krauthammer gloves it and holds it. Michael Arnone in the dawn, and Bulls come away with it. Jackson Cantalupo shot. Ends up going off the wall. KPC chipping that one into the netting. So face-off stays outside. A little bogged down by stoppages in this last minute. It comes all the way out to where it was chipped in from, so center ice. Arnone tied up trying to win it forward, but Bulls forced to reset. The captain Trites. Pass picked off. Odzinski shot, redirected, kicked out, loose in front. Knights trying to send it across the slot. Patrick Ryan with some key saves there for the Bulls. Jackson Cantalupo finessing his way in. Pass across, can't connect with Arnone. And the Knights turning and going. Coming in, Granelli. CJ Guglielmo, the key defensive stop. Jackson Cantalupo can't finesse his way past the defense. Knights moving it cross ice up the wall, and no, it's going to be icing. Tyler Granelli dove out trying to get to it as they entered along the left wing side. Draws one back. Lakowitz shot ends up caroming off the wall. Comes out to point. CJ Guglielmo. His shot from the point is blocked. Just trying to keep in. Lakowitz pivoting away from pressure. Poked into the zone. Max Campo on the forecheck. Puck comes back out. Lakowitz has to hold it. Re-enters. Fires off the blocker. Now to play. Face-off is controlled by the Bulls. CJ Guglielmo throwing it into the corner. Salito battling for it on the cycle. Knights have possession. Get the clear. Brian Prang chipped in by Ryan Walsh. Lakowitz trying to box him out along the wall. Comes away with it. Outlets it. Campo. Cross ice feed right to left. Timmy Salito entering one-on-one against Max Odzinski. Cuts towards center. Fires, and it's a glove save for Krauthammer.
Yeah, we had a good look at that one, Jack. Cutting to the middle. Our behind the net look. Got to see what Jason Krauthammer's seeing and get the close-up shot of him here. Had a solid game.
And he's a really good goaltender. Victor Dorico couldn't win that draw forward. Knights, Connor Cohen entering along the left wing side. David Wetzel with the takeaway and moves it cross ice. Now the Bulls heading up. Gavin Barham, left-handed shot, moving it towards center. Pass goes off the wall, and Bulls trying to get to work on the cycle play. It's broken up. Knights, Connor Cohen with possession. Give and go with Jack Salva. Beneath the goal line, RJ Pfister beating out Greg Galgano, but a good second effort from the Knights junior. And then the Bulls get a clear. Dorico to Barham. Left wing side, dropping it off for Landrigan. Shot over the wall, over the net. And Knights now heading the other way. Bit of a hip check there in the corner. Bulls now resetting. RJ Pfister cutting towards center. Jack Salva on a backhand pass to Ryan First is intercepted. Bulls now. Landrigan trying to keep Hoyle to the outside. Good play by Wetzel, who now comes away with it. Good work along the wall, carrying it beneath his cage and spinning away. Puts it off the back of his net. RJ Pfister collects. Barham gets a stick on it, but it's going to be icing.
Almost at the halfway point of this period, Jack, and no goals scored yet. It's kind of been a little bit back and forth. I'd say the Knights have had a little bit more possession here, just can't beat Patrick Ryan, standing tall in the blue paint.
And a shot off the draw, Ryan with a strong positional shot. Not sure if he was able to see that through traffic, but now it's chip pass. Cohen, Cantalupo racing after it. First gets a stick on it. Puck pops up off the glass. Knights defender comes away with it. Carrying it cross ice, gets tripped up there. There's a penalty. And we're going to get a whistle here as soon as the Bulls touch up.
Yeah, and we had a good look at that one, Jack. Well, myself and the fans at home had a good look at that one, courtesy of our behind the away net camera. Good wheels coming up the ice. I believe that was Galgano who drew that penalty. And an opportunity now for the KPC Knights. Put themselves on the board, score the first goal here in the third period, and cut this deficit down to 2. I always say it, Jack. Hockey is a long game, plenty of time to score. Traffic and a barrage of shots on net is going to be really important on this power play for KPC.
Arnone has possession off the draw, gets the clear. Good work by DeRico in the circle. Cohen now covering, trying to get set here. Moving it to the left wing side, Knights, another cross ice feed. That one, icing waved off. Guillermo trying to force out of the zone. DeRico gets it, backhands it out. Cohen settles it in neutral. Moves it across, slap shot, redirected. Rinelli has it. Now the Bulls get the clear again. Cohen with possession, moving it on for Lemza. Now the Knights chipping it in, no icing. Jesse Lemza. Moving it over to Rico, had it. Arnone comes away with it, can't get the clear. Cohen across, Rinelli off the wall. Lakowitz breaking that play up. And Arnone pitchforking that one out of here. So Cohen going cross ice. Knights enter. Back towards center. Ryan Walsh spinning, wanted Rinelli. Pass was broken up, and Walsh recovers beneath the goal line, looking to drive towards the net. Gets caught up there and backhanded out of the zone by Barham. 13 seconds remaining on this Knights power play. Krauthammer comes out to play it. Icing waved off as RJ Pfister collects beneath the goal line. 5 seconds now. Return to even strength. Landrigan chipping that one in, and play is initially broken up. Comes up the wall. Barham fires it towards the net. Pops out, and Bulls with possession. Cantalupo that time, and now Barham chipping it in. RJ Pfister under pressure, and Bulls get the clear. Wetzel pushing the pace, poking it up ice. Barham got caught up. A chance now for Jack Salva. Jackson Cantalupo did the forward back covering, but Wetzel recovers. Now a shot from an off angle by Coyle. Comes out to Cantalupo. Bulls enter. Shot across, slot, and Knights recover. 5:30 remaining. Clock winding down. Time running out for a KPC comeback. David Wetzel re-entering. Trying to slide through there, and play is broken up by Jackson Cantalupo, and Bulls Landrigan keeping the Knights honest. They'll now get back to work on the forecheck. RJ Pfister takes a couple whacks from Salva, carrying it towards center, and puck comes out of the zone. RJ Pfister puts it back into late offside. Salido now sending it towards the front. Krauthammer heading towards the bench and comes right back to the net. Think he thought that was a penalty, and Knights send him right back to the net, Travis.
Yeah, I think he mistook The linesman arm going up for an official's arm. Seen it happen before, so can't fault him there.
And now the Knights firing it in on net. Patrick Ryan with the paddle. Sends a pass to David Wetzel, who has to settle it under pressure and carrying it towards the center of his own zone. Spinning away. It's a trip going against Stefan Hudzinski, who backhands it all the way across the zone. 4:15 remaining. Was looking for that pass across ice, but instead the Knights are heading to the PK.
And tripping the call here. Not what you need if you're KPC at this moment of the game.
And it looks like officials are calling this one pretty tightly. There's no arguing with that call, however, and Jesse Lemza and the Knights will have to head back on the PK. Landrigan in the dot for the Bulls. And right now it's KPC heading up ice. A 2-on-1 developing. Shorthanded opportunity. Adam Lakowitz to Brendan Landrigan. Heading up ice and entering. Trite's shot turned aside. And another clear for KPC racing in. Brunelli trying to drag it across, poked out by Ryan.
Penalty
There's
coming.
a penalty. This play will return to 4-on-4. It looks like the call is going to be holding, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe it's going to be either a hold or a hook here, Jack, and we get the official word from the ref here. And now a timeout from Kings Park, and Jack, I like this call here. You do the work on the penalty kill. You're able to draw a penalty, knock it back down to 4-on-4, but time's dwindled pretty quickly here. Only 3:37 remains. So, coaching staff of the Knights getting the squad together. They're going to try to put together something where they can, it's my assumption, of course, well-educated guess, that they're going to put together something here. They're going to try to put the foot on the pedal, get a goal here in this 4-on-4, so that way once you slide into the power play, you're only down by 2. You're only going to have about 38 seconds, so you got to make that count once you get into that man advantage opportunity. And so it's going to be crucial here in this 4-on-4, maintaining possession of the puck and, like I always say, traffic shots on net.
And Travis, if you're KPC, do you consider pulling Krauthammer? Because, well, it looks like that's what they did. I was actually asking that before I put my head up and looked out. So it's going to be an empty net, so it's a 5-on-4 with the extra attack.
I do like that, Jack, to answer your question. I do like that. Let me take a look. KPC bench here.
Face off.
You got to go for it. Semifinals.
And right now the Knights, there is no second chance here as KPC trying to head back up ice. 4-on-4 with the extra attacker. Shot from Cohen just wide of Ryan's cage. Landrigan trying to send it up the wall. He's out with Gavin Barham currently. Shot from the point is blocked by Barham, and Sherwood battling with Walsh. Lemza to the slot, passes deflected, puck is gloved down. Guglielmo couldn't get the block. And now Lemza looking for a wraparound. Sherwood battling along the wall, and Bulls pitch it out. Puck will roll all the way down. It's an icing.
.251 remaining. Nice job so far from Smithtown Hauppauge, keeping KPC out on the outside.
And just 37 seconds remaining on the penalty to Hudzinski. Landrigan couldn't win the draw. Cohen moving it to the half wall. Pitched across, saucer pass. Rolled, and now Lemza's shot just wide of the empty net. Pushed up ice. That's going to be icing as well with 18 seconds left on the penalty to Hudzinski.
And I think this is honestly just the right strategy here by the Bulls. Just get the puck out. Take as many faceoffs as you need to take. As long as the puck's not going into your net, there's not really any issues here. You're up by 3.
And the draw is one back to Cohen. Grinelli cross ice. Shot towards the net is blocked. Walsh had it. Now comes to Grinelli. Shot. Love save. Little windmill there from Ryan.
And Jack, just to go back on your point about pulling Krauthammer with 3:37 left, the way I look at it, win or lose today, season's over. You got to go for it.
And a shot. Knights now on the power play. Backdoor shot. Another save by Ryan.
Big stop right there.
And right now, puck comes out in front. Bulls on the kill, so they can ice it. Grinelli and Cohen in the corner looking for it. Sent out towards the front, poked away. Wetzel keeping it to the outside. Bulls send it up but not out. Knights regrouping. Walking in, it's Lemza. Backhand in front towards Walsh. Can't connect. Wetzel tying up. Cohen with it. 5 seconds remaining on the power play, and the Bulls will get Lakowitz back. Grinelli. Across, shot, blocker saved by Ryan. It goes into the netting. We're all even now. The Bulls netminder coming up clutch late.
A couple of really big saves right there in succession, Jack. As Patrick Ryan had to fight off a couple of rebounds, couple of passes through the seam where he's going post to post. Really nice effort there from number 74, Patrick Ryan.
Coyle heads out to man the second unit for the Knights, and centering Salva and praying first. Sent towards the empty net, rolls all the way down. It's a goal for the Bulls. It's now 6-2.
Take a look as this one comes all the way down, rolling, and almost dead center of the net. 6-2 Bulls, and that should all but wrap this up and guarantee that they're going to be the first team into the final at 4 p.m. this afternoon.
And Trites has possession. I believe a finals appearance along with their Division I title. That will clinch their appearance at Nationals. 2 teams advance from this tournament, so congratulations to them. Guglielmo's pass redirected, batted out of the air. It's a high stick. So face off all the way down. And Travis, this game might be approaching its conclusion. We got another exciting one for you on the docket at 10 a.m. It's East Islip versus St. Anthony's.
Yeah, that should be a good one. Real tight game, I'm expecting. Should be a fun one as well.
Tyler Grinelli with it. Boxed out by McGrame. Landrigan comes away with it. Hudzinski battling, comes to Grinelli, sent across the slot, it's kicked out, poked away. Bobby Trites off the wall, comes free. Hudzinski's shot glove, but not grasped by Ryan, 29 seconds remaining. Landrigan looking for a cross-ice feed, Hudzinski breaks it up. Richardson out there with Cohen, Grinelli, and McGrane. All seniors for KPC, and all class from their coaching staff. That's a really nice gesture by them as they're still battling, because this is their last game for the Knights, and it's been an absolute pleasure calling their games all season, both here and in the SCHSHL, and it's a bittersweet moment making it this far, but for the Bulls, they'll move on to the finals. Final score 5-2 Travis.
6-2.
6-2, my apologies. Empty netter slipped my mind, and that was Gavin Barham on the empty netter, if I'm not mistaken. Yes.
6-2 win here for Smithtown. We'll be seeing them for a second game today. They'll be playing at 4 o'clock, watching this one tightly between St. Anthony's and East Islip. Jack, potential for a Suffolk County High School Hockey League championship rematch, but I'm sure the East Islip Chiefs are going to be looking to spoil that, and we talked about it a little bit yesterday, looking for a little bit of revenge. I'm sure they're going to want to get into that championship game, especially as they were the top seed in the Suffolk County League heading into playoffs. Didn't get that Suffolk County title. They're looking for a state one. Bulls will be awaiting the winner between those two sides.
And we'll be right back for the start of the second semifinal game. It's the East Islip Chiefs and the St. Anthony's Friars. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.